And we're live.
Good morning, everybody. Thank you, Todd. As you can tell, Todd has finally got off the daggum street, got
Street.
home, off the road, whatever you want to call it. That's what my dad always said. You boys need to stay off the road.
So yeah,
400 pounds heavier.
pictures. Some of them I can't show, like pictures I took in Amsterdam. Ooh.
Well, I bet so. Did you go window shopping? Wink, wink, nudge, nudge.
No, that would be unheard of. I got a. I saw a picture in the museum of our morning crew.
Okay.
Lag, lag is off camera over here.
Okay.
So there's Tom sitting there, and yeah, there's that's got too much hair to be me. I guess I'm this one standing here.
Okay. Well, I was
Anyway,
looking for Scott, but all these guys have too much hair.
yep. So pretty cool trip.
Good, good. Let's
I
welcome the before we go on. Let's welcome these folks. Good morning, Lag. Always glad to see you, Javis. It's good to see you too, Mister Bumcrack. Good to see you, Bumcrack. What is Patty's handle? YouTube handle? You talk to her a lot. Vintage. Good to see you, Land
uh,
Shark. Hey,
Craig,
man.
we're too far inland to get any of the hurricane stuff like Beth got.
Hey, Ping.
I mean, it's crazy. I leave the country for a few days, and we have hurricanes, and the president gets shot, and all sorts of crap happens while I'm gone. I better not ever leave again, or America will just blow up.
Good morning, Mike. Yeah, everything went to hell in a handbasket over while you were gone.
I know.
I was at. I felt famous yesterday. I went was at the Goodwill over on Park Road, and I was getting ready to leave the building, and as I was walking by, heard somebody say Tom, and it was Patty, and I can't remember what her handle is. Her YouTube name is. Anyway, I had a moment of celebrity-itis there. Um, anyway, is Biden okay? The president has got COVID.
Again?
Yeah. Good morning, Mr. Sadie. Good
I hate to
morning.
laugh, but after
Yeah,
all the preaching they did over getting shots,
yeah. He's
he's
got
not
COVID.
protected. Hey, look at me. I went on a cruise and I didn't get COVID. Yay.
That's it, junk girl. That's 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 who I'm talking about, junk girl. Which I've met her a couple of times before. We've had dinner or lunch with Valerie.
Huh.
I'll get woke up in a minute. If anything, he had COVID on the exact day last year. Did he really, jab us? I don't know. I know I've had it 4 times. Anyhow, yeah. Was there many Americans on the cruise that you were on?
It's probably about 70% American.
What was the attempt on Trump? Was that a topic of conversation?
Oh, yeah.
I bet.
Well, On a cruise, you're there to have fun, so
Yeah,
there is no serious conversation on a cruise.
absolutely. Oh wow. Well, I'm glad y'all had a good time. Miss Gwen had a good time.
Yeah, we were talking on the way home, the car ride home. Is this the best we've been on? We were kind of like, nah. And
It's a different type of cruise.
yeah, I think the Alaska cruise beat it out just because of I don't know, just spectacular open scenery instead of just cathedral and museum. And
Right.
I mean, we saw some cool stuff. We did like a World War II battleground tour where Audie Murphy did his stand against the Germans. In case you don't know who Audie Murphy is, he's the most decorated American soldier in World War II. Um, yeah, it's all green now, Jabus. Flag left a mess in my pool.
Yeah, well, I was about that. That was one of my next questions. Was Mr. Sadie? I don't think there was any gambling on that cruise. Unless they have casinos along the way.
Hmm.
Um, yeah, Todd's hand always looks nice and tanned. I think he goes out and lays. He takes his nap by a window and just has his arm up in the windowsill so his hand will stay tan. Trying to, you know, we Roberta and I looked at doing one of the Mississippi cruises, and hell, I can do a 25-day cruise cheaper than I can do one of those.
So we went and saw some windmills. We took
Cool,
a windmill tour,
cool. Some of them
and
things have been around forever. I mean, they've built new
these
ones.
were the ones in this group were built in 1738,
Wow.
and these were to keep water out of much of the Netherlands is below sea level.
Right.
So to have enough room for people to live,
Pump out the excess water.
they drained a bunch of the um, lowlands that were kind of brackish water,
Right.
but still shallow. So they drained them with uh, the
Windmills.
windmills and push the water over a dike, and then they've got new land to farm and live on.
Very cool.
And the land behind the dike is called a polder. So to keep the polders from flooding, they always have to keep the
Water pumped out.
yep. And then
Cool.
they built electric pump stations in the like 1860s, 70s, and then they built newer, upgraded ones like 20 years ago.
Well, they got to stay on top of it, or they're going to be like New Orleans underwater. So, Lag was staying at your house. Mr. Sadie was staying at your house. I think Mike, the crazy card, was coming up and staying for a few days. Gabe was supposed to be coming and going, wasn't he? Was the house clean when Gwen got back?
No,
Or she should get all her boys together, or your boys together, and tell them to come back and clean the house up.
that's right.
Well, I'm glad you.
And we got to see a few museums. We got to see some Van Gogh. Van Gogh. You got to put that on the end of Van Gogh.
Okay.
This is one of his famous paintings they had in the Amsterdam Museum. Did you arrange the size of your box to fit?
Um, Mr. Sadie said he lost enough for both of you while you were gone. Good morning, Tactical. It's a cool 90 degrees. You know, that 14-hour flight back, that had to be the worst part of the trip.
Any basements in the Netherlands? Nope. They would be filled with water.
Yeah, yeah. Mr. Sadie had a backhoe brought in, and they were digging up your backyard looking for your pot of your coffee cans of gold back there.
Mm-hmm.
So, did you sell anything while you were gone?
I have 28 orders going out, which is better than not selling anything, but it's way below average of what I should have done for the same amount of days. But then I had 15 days shipping on and vacation or time away mode.
Right.
I'm having trouble getting my. Somebody put a link to a good video about how to reset your shipping preferences because I can't figure it out. Every time I try to change one, the business policies,
Right.
when I try to change it back to 2 days, I get a message saying, let's see, what does it say? It doesn't change it, and I get a message. It says, please provide the correct information in the highlighted fields. This policy is the same as your existing policy. You can either use your existing policy or make changes to this one. I'm like, what?
Well, did you actually change your shipping, or did you just put your store on vacation?
Yeah, I changed all the shit. I didn't have any trouble. I put my handling time out to 15 days, right?
Right.
And then early this morning, I was trying to switch them back to 2 days, which I always run 2 day shipping. And I can't get them to go through. I don't know what I'm doing wrong.
Mr. Sadie says, "Are you still on away mode?"
No, I took that off when I got home. So I don't know what the hell.
Like, what did you do to his computer while you were staying with him? Good morning, Beth. Beth was out of power for like 6 days. Bless her heart.
Walking Liberty was on the half, wasn't it? It wasn't $1, was it? Mike? That's cool, though. That's a good buy.
Beth, we were talking about Todd going to the art museum and looking at naked women for 2 days. He could have saved a lot. He could have saved a lot of money and just called up the
So
internet.
I'm needing some help here. Let me screen share. Somebody
Okay, go ahead.
help me out here because I'm a stupid old man.
You got the screen.
I got it shifted to so here I'm trying to edit my $5 shipping.
Right.
And it was 15 days, so I switched it to 2 business days. And I hit save and confirm. But then I get this message up here. It says, please provide the correct information in the highlighted fields. This policy is the same as your existing policy, standard $5 copy. You can either use the existing policy or make changes to this one. What?
Do you have to just make that one active, your original one active?
It never went inactive. It was just, I had it switched to 15 business days.
I don't know. How about you smoke? Good morning, Julie. Um,
Change the price to $4.95. Okay, I'll try it. 4.95. I don't know what good that does, but let's see.
let's see if it'll let you get.
Okay, that one went through, but
No,
it added a business policy. So I guess I'll have to take all the listings that are on the $5 and move it to the $4.95. Well, that'll work. So where did it put the $4.95? Maybe it's just gotta load it. Oh, it says update in progress. Yeah, that'll work. Thanks, Jabus. Thanks, Sadie. Change it to 99 cents. No!
that's where he starts his auctions at lag.
So
But
let's try another one here. Here's $8. So see, it says 15 business days. So I'll change it to 2. And I want to change this to $7.99. And hit save. So why is it? Okay, it says update in progress.
okay, my question is, Todd, why did you change your shipping dates if you had it on vacation mode and it tells you that items will be shipped after?
Because if they buy it, you still have to ship it within 2 days if you got 2 days shipping on.
Even though you've got your own vacation mode and
Yep,
and says that.
yep.
Okay, well, I never
You
changed
don't
mine.
remember that? People are getting in trouble with that like 3 years ago, 4 years ago.
I don't. I guess
They
I
would
just.
put on vacation mode, but then they didn't change their shipping. So if they sold something while they were on vacation and they didn't ship it out within their 2 day window, yeah, see, Beth says you have to change your shipping even if
Okay.
you're on vacation mode.
Well, I guess that's the reason I take. I just take my stuff down while I'm gone. Anything over.
Well, I want the money from the sales. Out of those 28 sales, I made like, I don't know. It wasn't a big amount. I didn't sell anything big while I was gone.
Well, I mean, like when we went on the long cruise, I took everything down. When we go on the weekend cruises, just leave it like it is.
Well, tactical with the vacation mode, it puts a banner at the top of every listing that says, this seller is away until June 18th or July 18th, and so you may have late shipping. What? So, I did an auction last week. Great result. Sold a book for 61 that I started at $2. Oh, great, Robin.
Well, Ping, I agree with you on that, and I don't want to, just personally, I just don't want any screw ups. But when you got a lot of listings like Todd's,
Oh,
you
so
know,
Sadie says, now after I change it to 3 or 4.99, I can go back and put it right back at $5 since I changed it. Yeah. I'll probably leave it at $4.99. That'll give me a reference point that says, hey, on July 18th, you got back from vacation. Anyway, yeah, my sales have tanked. I mean, not tanked. They're just a whole lot worse being on vacation. People want their stuff fast, folks.
Yeah. How
Let's
many of
see.
you, how's everybody else's sales doing that's in the chat? Clear your cookies, Todd, Lag says. Because you know he's our little IT. Lag, why didn't you update his computer while you were there?
Yeah.
You should have done maintenance on it while you were there.
So starting July 6th, my sales had just been horrible. I didn't sell anything yesterday. Haven't sold anything today. Ugh.
Vengeance says sales have been crap this week. I love cookies too, Mr. Sadie, especially the oatmeal chocolate ones uh, with coconut on them.
Well, what happened to your store, Jabus? You sell 20 to 25 a day and you woke up to zero? What's happening? What happened on Wednesday for you that was different? That's kind of crazy.
Yeah, you got a good point, Vintage, because of the Amazon Prime days.
Oh, was that it? Amazon Prime days were made our
Yeah,
sales on eBay go down?
yeah.
Sold a snapback hat for $79. Jeez. People still love their collectible hats and shoes, even though they're broke.
Yeah. But hasn't everybody's sales been um hasn't their sales been slowing down for a while now?
Uh,
Or good many people,
my sales have been good this summer so far.
right?
Not spectacular. Like January, February, March were just banging for me.
Cause see, I tell my boys who get as much stuff as Roberta does here from Amazon that they need to start banking some money just to be on the safe side about what happens in November and after November. And they need to be saving money anyway. But then again, the other side of me says, well, if they're saving money, they're not spending money, and if they're buying stuff from third-party sellers on eBay, I mean on Amazon, then that's affecting their income. Or if you're not shopping on eBay, it's affecting you folks, us folks.
Huh. I don't know what to tell you, Jabus. Thursday. Thursday, July 17th was just a bad sales day for everybody. Beth had a bad day. I didn't sell anything yesterday. I had a person asked to cancel an order because the shipping would take too long while I was gone. And I had a person asked to return a pair of shoes. They uploaded a tracking number and took it to their post office, and that was the last scan on the tracking. Then several days ago, eBay said, this item shows delivered. I looked at the tracking. No, it hasn't been delivered. I haven't got these shoes back. I looked at the tracking. They're still out in the ether somewhere. And
But
then
it says they've
the buyer requested their money, and eBay sent me a note that says the buyer supplied us with a tracking that shows it delivered. So now I gotta go to eBay and say, no, I need to have this changed because I probably got a ding for not taking care of a
A return.
refund in a timely manner according to eBay. But I shouldn't have had to. I haven't got it back yet. I haven't got the shoes back yet.
I dropped off a package that's been sitting in my mailbox for 3 days. That was our address is like 1234 Smith Street, and the package was supposed to be delivered to a woman who lived at 1234 Jones Street, which is like 2 streets over from us. So I stopped by yesterday because I turned the flag up and put it in the mailbox, and wrote on it not delivered to the correct address, and it got pushed to the back of my mailbox. Like they didn't even look to see if anything was in it. They just shoved new mail into it. So I'd pull it to the front. So anyway, I stopped by the lady's house yesterday and gave it to her, and she says, "Oh, I get your stuff too." So I handed her a business card and I said, "If you get any of our stuff," I said, "especially if it's in a white plastic poly mailer type thing," I said, "that's got meds in it. I need it now. If you wouldn't mind giving me a call or text message me." She
I
said,
don't
"Will do," and she gave me her cell phone number so I could do likewise. And I said, "All you got to do is just leave it in the mailbox and just text message me and say your mail's in my mailbox." I
I
don't know
don't
what's
mind
going on.
I don't mind the refund near as much as I mind the ding on my account because I didn't do the refund in a timely manner. And I wasn't going to refund them until this is the hat that Sadie sold. An LA Rams hat with the lightning bolts. That's pretty cool. That sold for 70. Man, that's an awesome sale, Sadie.
Yeah.
What are you doing with a Rams hat? You live in Missouri.
And why would you want to have a Rams hat?
I know.
Which I'm kind of anti NFL right now. Our city government is going to give the owner of the Panthers 800 million towards upgrades on the daggum stadium.
That's true, lag, but in the message saying the item has been delivered from eBay, they said, "Have you received the item?" And I sent them a message back saying, "No, I have not received this." So I'm just gonna have to get on the phone with them, I guess. I don't know. It's just so many little, lot of little nitpicky stuff to catch up on when you've been gone.
Well, check and see if they say it's been delivered. Check to see if there's any
Well, that's
addresses
right,
like
Jamie.
yours in the neighborhood. You know, one two instead of 1234 Gwen Street, they delivered it to 1234 Gabe Street or something.
Yeah, I
But
guess I
most people,
will next time,
are
Lag.
not. A lot of people are not honest, and they'll say, "No, I haven't got anything."
I don't know that I've had that situation before. A buyer started to return and shipped it back, and I didn't get it. I don't know if I've ever gotten that. Yeah, that's right. They were the St. Louis Rams. They were there 10 years. Jeez.
Does St. Louis have a team now, Mister Sadie?
Nope. They got a hockey.
That's a man sport. Um, well, I hope you find out something about it. Was it a big ticket item?
The shoes?
that you're trying to get back?
It was about $20.
Were they old? Yeah. Were they old people shoes, or were they something hip and young like Lag would wear?
So Lag's saying I may have been a victim of a scam. They Photoshop the shipping label.
Yeah, but when they scanned it, if it was a prepaid shipping label, would it not show up in the postal service computer saying that it's not a valid label or something?
So what label did they scan? Did they scan the label that I sent? That wouldn't work. Post office wouldn't have taken that.
If they altered it,
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. It just seems like to me if you sent them a label for did you pay for the label or the return on it?
No.
Then what would I'm just if they scanned the label and it was a fake label, it should have showed up then.
Yeah, there's a tracking number with it. A return tracking number.
How many days was it before you got back that they delivered it?
They didn't deliver it.
No, well, I'm saying if they delivered it, how long did it sit on your front porch, Todd?
What?
That's what I'm saying. If they delivered it back to your house before you got, did they deliver it supposedly delivered it before you got home? Correct.
Okay.
So was there time for somebody to take it off your front porch or your carport, wherever you have your stuff delivered at? And did Gabe happen to? I believe it's Gabe. Did he happen to bring it in and set
It
it in?
the tracking shows it's not delivered, and it
Oh,
isn't delivered.
oh, the tracking says it's not delivered, but okay, I
E-
misunderstood because I thought you
eBay
said.
said eBay said that the buyer sent them a tracking that shows delivered.
Well, you need to do a screenshot of the UPS site or USPS site and show it as it's not been delivered yet.
I know, but I don't want to. That's yeah.
Okay, it's $20, Todd. That's more money than you spend more than that in one night of gambling. It's not a big deal. Just let
That
it go.
that's what Tom. Are you listening?
Yes, I am.
Open your ears. I said the money doesn't matter to me. It's the ding on my account that I'm going to get for not refunding him in a timely manner.
Okay, then if it's that important to you, then send eBay a copy of the dadgum USPS site that shows that it has not been delivered yet.
Yeah, it's
You
just
got to make up your mind, dude. You can't be Joe Biden. You got to go one way or the other. Either not
uh,
worry about it or try to defend your ding.
how long does the ding last? Does it last a whole year? I may have to call the assholes.
You're just fucking
But
lazy.
I am. I fully
That's all
admit
there
it.
is to it.
Over $20 and 5 minutes to list the shoes. I'm like, I don't want to do that.
Mr. Sadie, this is real. This is real here. The Queen City Pickle Show is real. We play it. We call it as it is.
Cat fight. Yeah, if Tom will open his ears and listen
No,
to the words that are
all along,
coming out of my mouth,
I thought you said that it had been delivered.
at my level, it's 3 months until the ding goes off. Yeah, I got a premium store, which is the one above basic and one above what's the is it beginner? What's the
I don't know.
There's basic and then beginner and then premium and then enterprise or something like that.
Beth says, hit the refund button and move on. Beth, that's what you Generation Zers, how you think. Us old people,
We'll fight over a nickel.
that damn right.
I
It's
saw
the
that. I
it's a
saw that
principle.
nickel laying in the street before you went and picked it up. It's mine.
It's the principle of the thing. You
Yeah.
young people just don't want to. Y'all just don't care. Y'all got plenty of money. I tell you what. No, but no, seriously, I thought you said that it did show that it had
Oh,
been delivered. That's my
starters below basic. Okay.
that was my misunderstanding. I thought you said that it had been
I
delivered.
should have asked Ping first because Ping knows it all.
Yeah.
Mike,
Okay,
you're confusing things now.
Mike is stirring the pot. Okay, I understand now. Yeah, you either got to make up your mind whether you want to take the 10 minutes to download screenshot the UPS site, USPS site, and send it to eBay, or eat it.
Mike, for the 15th time, I didn't get it back. It's not here. Ugh.
The trials and tribulations of Todd.
Well, Jacob King having a birthday today. How about that? Is that our Jacob, or how many Jacobs do I have in my Facebook?
I believe is that
Is that Jake the
Scott's Jake.
Scott's Jake?
Scott's Jake.
The slumlord Jake?
Yes, Slumlord. That's who I was thinking of. Uh,
No, I didn't get the shoes back, Tactical. You guys suck. I hate all of you messing with an old man's mind like that. Y'all are treating me like Biden
Me.
handlers.
That's right. Scott. Todd's been on a damn
Sadie,
cruise.
not you too. You were supposed to be my friend.
But see, that's the whole. I mean, that was my misunderstanding. I thought you had already supposedly had gotten them back. Um, but anyway, moving on. For
Oh,
Todd
look
has
at them all.
moving on. Besides, Todd's been on a holiday in the Europe, pillaging
Uh,
villages uh, on the Rhine.
y'all are horrible people.
He's been eating too good. Quinn's gonna be starving him to death for the next 10 days because he's been eating all that good food. Yeah, I know. I saw that, Beth.
Uh,
Todd was getting his. He was starting to look like Joe Biden freezing up. So I figured we better move on. Uh,
golly, there's no mercy with this crew we've got here.
well, I'm gonna go, I will take the blame because of my misunderstanding. Because I was going at it the rate that it had been delivered. USPS said it was delivered, and you couldn't find it. That's what I was thinking you were saying. My mistake. Sorry.
You're just like an alligator, Tom, all mouth and no ears.
God, he's got to get them back first, Mister Tactical Z.
Anyway,
Oh, y'all were just.
and I'm tired. Y'all,
Yeah, I started it, Mister Sadie. Honestly, I misunderstood, and I apologize to Todd. It will be the only time, probably, that I admit to being wrong. Because I'm old and I don't give a shit if you like it or not. But
so
I can't have Todd having a meltdown right now. Gwen will have to come in there and pat his hand and say, "It's gonna be okay now, honey. Let's go get you some milk and some cookies, and you'll be okay."
Okay, lag. Let it go. Let it go. Let it go.
Um, so did you have a lot of good desserts on that cruise?
Oh God.
Because they probably fed y'all with some really good food on that one.
Yeah, and they'll bring you as many as you want. You want all the desserts on the menu? Okay, here you go. You want two entrees? Okay, here you go.
What was the best thing you ate while you were on the cruise?
Oh God, I don't know.
Or you just think everything was just good?
Not everything. They had some of those weird European cheeses out all the time, just
Right.
always on the
Buffet?
buffet portion, and some of them just didn't taste good.
Yeah, there's like bazillion types of cheeses.
Yeah.
Were they like spreadable cheeses? They were kind of soft so you could spread them on a cracker and that type of thing easily? Or
Oh,
was
they had spreadable kind, they had sliced, they had chunks, they had all any kind of cheese you could ask for.
because there's a lot of those spreadable cheeses that just are just vile.
They
Yeah,
had they had stores that were just cheese. I'm like, really?
yeah.
That's all you sell is cheese? Okay. So that's kind of
Well, they
they
have
had they had one store that all they sold, I don't know what it is about Amsterdam. All they sold are rubber ducks. And people were buying those things like crazy.
dang.
Like what? What do they do in the Netherlands with these rubber ducks?
They're going on the Carnival and Royal Caribbean cruises in the Caribbean, and they're hiding them for people.
They're like €8 to get a rubber duck, and they had all kinds. They
Damn.
had the ones made up like a duck dressed up like Spider-Man, a duck dressed up like Donald Trump.
Isn't that
And
eight
that's all they
euros?
sold in this whole store was just all different kinds of rubber ducks, different colors. I don't know what the heck. Weird.
That's what, like 15 American for one duck?
No, it's like 10. A euro is worth like $1.14 or something.
So you said if it was like 12 euros, that would be 13, $14.
I'm like, what? Why? Why is there a store that just sold rubber ducks? So here's a store. All they sold was cheese. These big old round cheese things were like,
Wheels?
they were like 25 pounds of cheese.
Jeez. That was good, Bum Craig. That's good. I have to say that is. Uncle Todd had cheese and quackers.
I'm not paying €8 for a rubber duck. Sorry.
uh,
I'm just gonna Google that. What's up with?
well, they have like shops that sell nothing but bread, and once they sell out, they close. If they sell out in 2 hours after opening, they shut the doors because they're usually baking it in the back. Meat stores, or butcher shops.
Why are rubber ducks popular in Amsterdam? Let's see.
Because
Amsterdam has a connection to rubber ducks because of the Dutch artist Florentine Hoffman, who placed large rubber ducks in various places around the world, including Amsterdam. The city has 3 rubber duck stores, including the Amsterdam Duck Store. Well, that makes sense. Which sells premium ducks in a variety of sizes, themes, and professions. Some say ducks are great Amsterdam souvenirs that are less common than magnets with windmills, clogs, or tulips. There you go.
Yeah, most people that go to most men that are in Amsterdam are not going there to buy ducks, right, Mike? They're going down. They're window shopping.
Yeah.
Did y'all get to the red light district, Todd?
No, we were close to it, but we never went over there. They actually had a sex museum.
Did you go to it?
No,
Gwen wouldn't let you.
and they all the restaurants had ashtrays on the table, so people were smoking in the restaurants there. And then about half of the restaurants and establishments allowed the smoking of pot inside their establishment.
That's the reason you ate. You put on weight. You ate out too much, and then you got the munchies.
It was gummy shaped like ducks. No, they were actual rubber ducks. We'll be out there walking around and people will be carrying one around. Lang says, I'm moving.
You can't have your basement will have to be on the third floor. Then, lag.
Uh,
Their water table's worse than being in Florida or Louisiana.
Also in Amsterdam, I don't think I've ever seen more bicycles in one city in my whole life. Everybody rides a bicycle or an e-bike.
Did y'all rent a bicycle built for two and go for a ride?
No.
No, Jabbas. He when Todd goes on vacation, he goes on vacation. He don't cook in his room because Gwen won't let him. She has to. She has to be kept up. She's saying if you're gonna have this good, if you're gonna have me on your arm, you got to treat me like a queen.
No, I didn't. We didn't ride any trams. I've ridden trams before, but those things they give you one little jingle, and you better be out their way, or they'll run your ass over. And the bicycles, if you're walking in a bicycle lane, they'll flat run you over. They don't care. So we saw castle after castle after castle, and then statue after statue after statue, and then fountain after fountain after fountain, and then we saw just on and on and on. Cathedral after cathedral after cathedral.
Did the cruise start and end in the same place?
No,
So say it started in one
we
place, went to another
started
place.
up by Switzerland and then went downriver to Amsterdam.
And where and y'all flew from where to back into Dallas?
We flew straight from Amsterdam to Dallas.
Oh, okay. Well, that's
But
good.
going out there, we had a short layover in Frankfurt, Germany. Anyone take pictures of me? No, I doubt it.
Yeah, Gwen posted some of Todd sitting there feeding his face.
Just Gwen and me doing selfies. What if I parked my car in Switzerland? What?
Okay, Beth, that is a legitimate question because we have looked at um, some transatlantic cruises, and we would like drive to Fort Lauderdale and take the cruise over to Spain. Well, then we got to either fly back to Florida to Orlando to get our car and drive back, or um, we have to fly from like wherever Spain back into to Charlotte. Now, some people that do these that we've seen on is they get a rental car and they drive it to, like, from Charlotte to Orlando, and then they just drop the car so they don't have to worry about, and then they fly back. Did that make any sense to y'all? Just so you wouldn't have to either fly back into the to Orlando and then have that 8 hour drive back. So that's what a lot of people do. Because that was there's been a couple of message boards that were on, and they talk about that was a question from people, because you can take both of us can go on a cruise to Spain, and it'll cost twice as much as the cruise just to get us both back. Actually, four times as much, because the airfare is usually twice for one person, is usually twice for what it was for one, for the person's cruise. As in, we looked at one that was on with our special rates was going to be $1,200 for a balcony for 22 days, and it was going to cost 2,500 a person to get us back. So,
I got patted down at the airport in Amsterdam.
oh, did you have to have a cigarette afterwards? You really
It was,
did.
yeah. I was like,
Why?
why are you patting me down? I didn't have anything metal on me, and yeah, he went all around my shirt, and he checked my waistband area, and yeah, did I
Wow.
enjoy it? I don't know. It was weird.
Um, Ryan Reynolds
I
has
think they just have to do a random amount of uh. They'll just randomly every once in a while select somebody for a pat down.
I think it's like every so many people they're supposed to do a pat down. Uh,
He had
Ryan
trouble. He
Reynolds.
had trouble getting past my gut to get to my waistband, though.
I could feel that coming. Uh, Ryan Reynolds, the actor, was flying. He was talking to one of the late night show hosts. I don't remember which one it was, and he said that they were flying back into the states, and he had his. He's got small children, and his little girl was like 2 at the time, 3 at the time, and so they sent her through. They sent her through the scanner, and he said then they had patted her down, and Ryan Reynolds said she kind of like just stuck her hands out, and like she was a convicted felon, and she knew she'd been through it a couple of times, that didn't bother her a bit. Did you leave a tip? That's the reason I asked if he had to have a cigarette. You volunteer
Uh,
for pat downs? What do you do? Like have somebody come by your basement and pat you down? Beth, that's harsh, honey.
bum, 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 bum.
We like it's like what Todd just did. Okay, he wasn't in the Caribbean; he was on the Rhine. That's the way to see it. You don't have to worry about unpacking. You don't have to worry about getting from point A to point B. You have a nice little relaxing journey from one location to the next, and then you do all your sightseeing. You don't have to worry about eating, finding some place to eat, unless you want to try local cuisine. I mean, it's the best way to do it. Now, to the point that I've always wanted to go to Egypt, and right now it's not a good time to go to Egypt. But they have, I've watched Nile River cruises, and that's the way I want when I do go to Egypt, and if they still have Nile River cruises, that's the way I'll do it, because they literally stop at all the major historical sites. An economy section in the red light district. He didn't go to the red light district.
Economy section. Yep.
And from what a friend of mine said, some of these girls would make a shit ton of money if they'd put a tip box outside the window, take a picture, leave a tip.
Pat
They'd make more
myself.
money than that than doing anything else. All the tourists.
Yeah, Phil, €5 don't get you what it used to.
But it is better. It is better because euros at one point were like $1.6
By
U.S.
Jabez.
dollars. Yeah, bye, Jabez. Have a great day.
I went to the Blue Pill District.
Lag, you got some serious health problems at your age if you need to go to the blue pill district. Unless you're into older women. Hmm.
All the online poker players. All of them, huh? Ugh.
And if you like to go to the casinos and you want to do a cruise and do the onboard cruise casinos, um, make sure you're not going when they're having their players club specials because you can't get into the casino. Um, because everybody, I mean, majority of people are on there to be in the casino. Like our last one, Roberta and I were, we're not normally one to sleep in, but we were, sitting in the casino at 2 o'clock in the morning because we could get to a slot machine. And the card tables are always full when they have players weekends. Todd, have you ever played live Texas Hold'em or whatever it is you and Mr. Sadie plays?
Yeah.
Or do you, that's
Yeah, I
what I want to
play
see.
every once in a while at a casino.
I want to see Mr. Sadie sitting at one end of the table and Todd sitting at the other end of the table, and they got their daggum reflective mirrored sunglasses on, glaring at each other, talking shit to each other. Really, Mr. Sadie? That's cool.
Hmm.
So, what you got on the agenda today, Todd? Since you just got back, well, you got back yesterday, right?
Not much. I'm messed up. Man, I got up at 3:30 this morning because it was 10:30 in Amsterdam. So I went to bed about 8 and got up at 3:30 because I'm messed up. I'm lagged.
You were lagged.
I'm
That's what
jet
Lagg's girlfriends say. They're lagged.
I'm jet lagged.
But when we came back from
Yeah, Beth, I'll probably go out and terrorize the Lutherans a little bit. Yep, you got me lag. I'm lagged. It's a thing. I mean, we got up at like we left the hotel about 6:45 and we were at the airport in Amsterdam for about an hour and a half before the flight, and then the flight home was 10 hours. And then from Dallas to my house is about 2 hours.
good morning, Patrick, and thank you for the like. You're welcome. When we came back from Australia, we were like wanting to go to bed at like 3 in the afternoon, and because of the time change, and it took us about a week before we really got back on an East Coast sleep schedule. I mean, we were like really making up, having to really make ourselves stay up.
Yeah, there's a 7 hour time difference in Amsterdam and here, and it's like, sheesh.
Which
Like it's 4 o'clock in the afternoon in Amsterdam right now.
when we flew to London, we flew out of Charlotte at 5:30 in the afternoon. Um, Sorry, Roberta was asking me something.
So I'm just gonna get my shipping done and terrorize the Lutherans, and then that's about all I'm gonna do today. Get my shipping all set back to 2 day. That's about all I'm gonna get done. I don't know if I feel like doing any listing today. I'll probably screw something up if I try to list something today.
But what I started to say was when we flew from Charlotte to London, we left here at 5:30 in the evening because that's when our direct flight was, and the flight attendants were telling people that after we had on board dinner and whatnot, a snack, try to get comfortable and try to go to sleep because when you get to London, it's going to be 6 o'clock in the morning. Thank you, Mr.
Sadie.
Stady.
I don't have the shoes, Sadie. You suck. I hate you.
Where the hell is Scott at? Scott would be having a heyday on this.
I know it.
Thank you, Mr. Sadie. You're too kind. Okay, I got to get out of here, and I'm assuming that since we haven't seen Doug, he's not having a show this morning. So
Doug and
I'll just
Ro haven't done a show in 6 weeks hardly.
have they not?
Nope.
I know
I
they've
mean,
been in
they
Mexico.
jumped in with both feet to the YouTubery, and then they haven't been around much the last 6 weeks. I don't know what happened to Perkyville.
You know what? They found out, and I'm not being critical of them because I love them. They were such nice people.
Yes.
But guys, it takes a lot. It takes a lot to do these. I only do it 2 days a week. How uh, Valerie and Sally used to do this thing every day for months on end. I don't know how they did it because there was days like Monday I didn't feel good and I didn't have a show on Monday. Sorry, Todd, I just didn't because I didn't feel good. But even today, I just really, I really could have sat in my recliner and drank coffee with my cat in my lap and my comforter and just sat there for a couple of more hours. So it's a lot of fun, and I love hanging out with you guys because if it wasn't for y'all, I wouldn't probably see anybody or talk to anybody. Uh, but it can be kind of demanding,
Nah.
especially
I'm
yeah.
just lazy.
That's probably it. That's just
Or maybe
probably
it's
it.
easy for me just 'cause I got so much time on my hands. I'd rather chat than do work.
Texas, you mentioned hay mowing. I'm sorry. I hate to bring this up. Back, back, I guess 20 years ago, my dad had a farm, and it was a hobby farm, and he had cow. He and my uncle had cows on it, and we planted. I think it's called Sudac sorghum. It looked like corn stalks, but it wasn't corn. And you cut it and baled it just like you would hay, because that was a good way to feed the cows. We would throw those damn hay bales on those trailers to get them back to the barn. And now, oh yeah, you and Phoebe are in the recliner not wanting to talk to us. Yeah, I know. Now, because of this stupid game I play, there's auto loaders. And I asked my brother, I said, "Is this real? Do they really have these things that pick up bales and load them on a trailer, stack them on a trailer, and then you just drop back into a barn and you push a lever and it stands them up stacked?" And I was saying, he said, "Yeah." I said, "Well, where the hell were these things when we were throwing damn hay bales in 110-degree Horry County weather?" And he's like, "I don't know, but Dad and Uncle Faye were cheap asses, and they even if they were around, they wouldn't have bought one." So the mowing is okay because you're just riding on a tractor, but that hay baling is a bitch. Yeah, but then again, you got to have the daggum, the forks on your tractor to pick them up and move them around. Yeah, the Phoebe life. Scott, you need to put some shirts up on your website, on your store, saying Phoebe life. Good morning, Glenn. And as Glenn comes in, it's time to shut this horse down.
Yep. They kicked me out of Europe, Swamp. I'm done with Europe for a while.
So has she started planning your next vacation?
Oh, probably.
Well, y'all pick. What did she say?
She said we got to go back to Ireland and Scotland sometime. See all the stuff we missed the first time we went there.
Let's go. Let's do a group cruise to Antarctica. See
No,
penguins.
I have no desire to go to Antarctica.
Do you really not?
No.
That's the last. That's the last. If I when I hit Antarctica, I will have been to every continent. So that's on the bucket list.
Yeah, Sadie, I did listen into a few of the shows when we had a little time at the hotel or whatever, and I heard several people say, "Where's Todd?" Or, yeah, Todd's,
On holiday.
yeah,
All right.
he's
Thank.
terrorizing Lutherans in Lutheran Originville.
Yeah. Yeah. Todd, I'm glad you're back. So you'll be doing the show tomorrow
Yeah, probably.
if you don't oversleep. And
Oh, there's no way I'll oversleep.
I'm glad y'all had a great time and y'all had a safe time. And
It's trying to stay awake till 9 or 10. That's the problem.
yeah, absolutely. And thank y'all all for coming in here and hanging out with us today. Appreciate it. Scott, you and Phoebe have a good afternoon or good morning in that recliner. And we'll see y'all tomorrow over on Scott's channel, on Todd's channel. So y'all have a good one. Bye bye.
Bye.